Hello friends, we're going to go out in the shop soon, but I want to show you what the project is for today. If you have teenagers like we do, you're probably familiar with a look something like that. So today we're going to build an organization system that will allow us to take control over this and make this entertainment center look much better and in the process be much more functional. So stick around. Alright friends, let me show what we plan to do today. So in essence, we're going to build a box using dimensional lumber, and we bought four boards, right? And they were what dimension?
60.
So the boards were 1 by 8 by 6. And that is the full dimension of our project, so we didn't have to cut those boards. That is the full length. And we bought 4 boards because the top and the bottom we had to double the boards for the size we wanted. So times 2, that's 4. So actually we bought 5 boards. And then the 5th board we use for our vertical pieces. 2 ends and 2 or 3 dividers. We have not 100% decided. But that is the general idea. We might add 1 more divider or we might not. So these boards, 2 of the boards have to be glued together to create the top, and then another 2 full boards will have to be glued together to make the bottom. So the depth of the furniture we're creating will be 7 1/4. What is 2 times 7 1/4?
14.
Will be about 14 inches. And the height here will be about 10 inches. So that is our overall dimensions. We're going to simply make a butt joint here to match the butt joints that we're going to have for the dividers. And we're going to create a detail for the top and bottom pieces to make the piece look more finished. So let's go in the shop and start building. So we're back from the store and we bought some boards that they're going to be the basis of our build. Because it's going to be a fairly long shelf, we had to buy long boards, but of course the width is something that is not possible to buy, so we're going to have to connect the boards together, and of course that might take a little time. So just stick around. Because of the scope of this project, we might have to do it in 2 parts. Part 1 and part 2, depending on how much progress we can do. Make this profile, which is a reasonable match with the profile that the finish on our furniture has. So we are going to do that in the pieces we are going to cut. Alright friends, we're done planing all the boards, and we did not subject you to that boring exercise. And now we are going to actually use our joiner and join the edges. This is going to be our top and this is going to be our bottom. So we're going to have to use the joiner, so these, after they are glued, will look like one piece. Again, we're going to show you one board only. The process is the same for all the boards. And when you're joining, we don't need to join the outside edges at all. So what we are going to join is actually two boards in only one side. So we're going to join this side and this side, this side and this side. Are those visible? Mm-hmm. We're going to show you how to do that, and then we'll come back. Flat please. When you come behind, come underneath. That's critical.
Where do you want me to be?
This has to be flat with this, otherwise I'm squeezing down and down.
Well, I can try. I
I will
can't.
help you. That takes.
That doesn't want it.
So after we did the first pass with the joiner, we're going to check and see if the join is good or not, or if we need to continue. I think one more joining is fine. It looks really good here, a little bit there, right?
In here.
Now is it this board or the other board? It looks fine there, what are you talking about?
No, this is fine, but these, there's a gap, so you have to take something off of the place where it's fine. You have to take something off to make these come
But
closer
the question
together.
is which board?
I don't know how to determine which board.
I don't know. Let's pass this one more time and we'll go from there. Okay friends, so we finished with the joiner, and if you can see here we have a very good join. We are going to make sure that we apply a significant amount of glue. You can never over glue something, and we're going to give it some time to dry. You want to show here? And we will be back with you after this is done. Alright friends, we've applied glue, and as you can see we also applied some weights on top of the board, because our boards are a little bit capped, so that keeps the joint, as you can see here, keeps everything tight, does not allow the boards to be on different height. And using these weights are a good idea. They are extremely inexpensive. You can usually find them in yard sales for 50 cents to $1, and that is a tip trick. A soap tip, to use this kind of weight to make sure that your joint is going to stay straight throughout, especially when you're using something this long. Okay friends, and now we're going to use the last piece we bought to cut the pieces that go to the end and the dividers for our, what we're going to call that, our organizing system.
Console cubby.
Alright, let's do some cutting. Let the cutting commence.
Bumping against this.
No, it's not going to do.
And it's not on the line.
Hmm?
And it's not on the line.
I know, I wanted to cut proud.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to cut, oh, you're already taping? We're going to cut 4 pieces like this. 2 of them will be the sides and the other 2 are going to be dividers. We're not going to subject you to seeing cutting all this, it's the same process. So we'll be with you shortly.
Show how you're gonna mark.
Alright, they know how I mark.
What if you haven't watched previous videos? If you haven't watched previous videos, you need to learn this.
I'm a famous YouTuber. Everyone knows about my videos. I'm joking, guys. No, it smells so good. Too bad that YouTube doesn't have smell vision. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright friends, as you can see we have started the sanding process and you can see our seam is barely visible anymore. It is almost gone. So we have to, we're sanding it with a 600 and then we'll go to a finer grit to make sure that it doesn't feel coarse. But you need to sand a joint after you connect 2 boards.
Do you want me to stop?
Alright friends, we switched to a different grid of paper, which is actually a finer grid, to finish the whole surface here in preparation of us staining it. I'm just about done with this touch and tell me what this is.
Getting there.
Better here. Come and touch.
I'm filming.
You can film and touch at the same time.
Yeah, but like on the edges, it's not like here's the rough. You know?
This is a process that takes time and you need to be patient with it, but pays dividends in the end when you finish the project. Alright friends, this concludes the first episode of our assembly of the organization of our TV stand, and as you can see we have everything here getting glued. We have sanded all the other pieces that we need, and on the next episode we are going to show you how it all goes together, and of course the final grain and putting it on top of the furniture in the house. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please smash the like button. If you didn't, the other button works as well. But if you enjoy the work we do, please support us by liking, sharing and subscribing to our videos, and I hope I will see you soon again in the channel.